Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Brian. This is Forex and Faith. I have a word from my journal from a good long time ago. This one is from March 10th, 2025. I wanted to share with you a metaphor, an analogy. It is a trading metaphor. So if you trade, I think you'll get it and appreciate it. If you don't trade, I think hopefully because it's a kind of a parable or a teaching metaphor, it'll still be helpful and applicable. So as a trader, we run into trouble, we run into problems, we run into blown accounts, we run into issues trying to make money when we essentially we are in this market and we're all over the place. We don't necessarily have a specific plan. We don't necessarily have a specific amount of risk. We don't have a allotted number of trades per day. We've got, a half dozen different strategies up in our head, and we're kind of jumping around. So that chaotic, unrefined, undisciplined, way to trade, it is not profitable. You will not be profitable in a long term situation. And a big chunk of that is because your psychology is going to be terrible. For example, you place a trade and you're risking a lot, 5%, 10%, 50%, too much of your account balance, and you lose it. When you lose that trade, you just lost a big chunk of your money, and our psychology kicks in. Our need to be right kicks in, and a lot of times slash almost all the time when we're initially getting into this, we will try to get it back. We'll try to win it back, and we will revenge trade. And so we'll get back in again, a lot of times going in the opposite direction because, well, if I lost the trade going up, I'm going to get in going down because surely that's right. And the market doesn't do that. It chops around a lot. You're going to be wrong both directions, which seems kind of crazy, but anybody who has revenge traded will be able to speak to no. I mean, a lot of the time when you revenge trade, you're going to be wrong, even more wrong on the second one than you were on the first one. Your first one probably had a little bit better market analysis, but the second one, your brain goes out the window and now you're trading with emotions. And so as a trader, what we need is to become peaceful when we're trading, peaceful when we're deciding to get in or get out, peaceful when we're looking at it and analyzing what's going on. And in order to do that, here's, I don't know, the point of this first portion of it. In order to do that, you really have to be that. You have to become a person whose psychology isn't all over the place, who isn't run by fear, isn't run by greed. You need to become a peaceful person, become a stable person. Specifically, we're talking about in trading. So I've done some other videos about, becoming this person that is not significantly impacted by, the exact candle they're looking at, the exact circumstance they're looking at, but they're more influenced by a mindset that understands probabilities. For the one thing, they understand their edge. They understand their edge is going to involve losses, but their mindset and their psychology is dominated by understanding that over time, this edge, if when executed properly, will be profitable. And that psychology, becoming that person, is what is going to allow you to be at peace in a trade. So, as a trader, hopefully that makes sense to you. How does that apply to non-traders? How does that apply to us just in day-to-day life? And from the journal, I'm going to kind of read this. I said, so reading from my journal, March 10th, 2025. God says, you want peace and you think that you can predict and plan and manage and orchestrate your life just right. And if you get all of this stuff, i.e. a job, a spouse, a home, plenty of money, etc., this is going to give you or bring you peace. And he said, but this is a fallacy. Look how many people you know have all of that stuff, have the nice house, have the nice car, yet their lives are a complete disaster. What you are chasing, we'll call it X, in order to achieve, we'll call it Y. So you're chasing X in order to get Y is not going to work. Why? Because X is actually never ending. It's a cycle. It's a loop. It's this thing that you go around in circles trying to achieve, but you're never going to get there. It's leading you away from what you ultimately desire. As Christians, we need this aha moment where we realize we've been barking up the wrong tree. We've been chasing the wrong things. We desire peace. But this peace is not going to be found situationally. It's not going to be found in your circumstances. Peace is achieved, peace is found relationally. We desire peace. It's not going to be found situationally. Peace is achieved relationally. The peace you desire is not found in your circumstances. The peace you desire is developed when you shift the way you think. We need to think like, become, embrace this understanding that I am a son of the King, an understanding that I'm a daughter of the King, this sonship or daughtership. We need to think like that, become that, embrace that. Our adoption into his family needs to be the predominant umbrella that's covering the way we think and the way we operate. We have been adopted into this family when we believe Christ. We believe Jesus died on the cross. We are now sons and daughters. When you chase this way of thinking, instead of chasing circumstances in the carnal realm, you begin a journey down the correct path towards becoming a peaceful person. And when you become a peaceful person, now the circumstances don't dictate your peace. When you become a peaceful person, the circumstances don't dictate your peace. So chew on that for a little bit, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.